Is that fun, buddy? Is that fun? Do you like your happy face ball? Welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. Sorry this video is a day late, but it is a long weekend here in Canada. I've got family in from the eastern part of Canada. I got family in from the western part of Canada. So I got tied up in doing family reunion stuff. So we all haven't been together since like '97. But of course I wanted to make sure I got a video out. And we don't have a whole lot happening, but one thing is the pond is filling up, so it's starting to look quite a bit higher. This here, everything is now completely under, and some of you have been asking about the chipmunk. So there's the chipmunk over there. Some people have said, I don't know if you can see it in there, but some people have asked about, oh, you know, there's a baby squirrel. So chipmunks, and they go around and they're getting all of our feed. So all the feed and the oats, so they go and they collect it. I'm gonna have to move this extension cord and move this over, which is pumping up all the water into this line here. And yeah, no, it's coming up nicely. It's continuously filling. Now, I did get some product to clear it up, but right now I don't need it. It's slightly discolored, but it's actually nice and clean. From a pond point of view. I may not need to put anything in this year, but I've got the product now, and depending on how things go, we'll keep it all nice and clean. So the oh, look at all these ducks. They love this upper pond, I guess because it's just a little bit easier to get into. There's a few in the big pond, but especially the geese love this one. So everybody's relaxing. It was a cool weekend, but it's supposed to be going up. We're getting a heat wave coming up this next week. Now, the newbie that came in is this boy here. How you doing, buddy? So, this here is Hannibal, as in Hannibal Lecter, and he is a 8 to 10 year old sheep. Now, what had happened to him is he had and he's extremely friendly, by the way. He had a mate, or a sister, I guess it was, and of course her name was Clarice. And from the movie Silence of the Lamb, if you haven't seen that movie. But he was getting, like, he's sad and depressed, and he was in a pen, and the other rams were beating him up. So they brought him over here. Now we are a little bit concerned ourselves because he, you know, does sit, and he's not too active, extremely friendly, but we're starting to give him some oats, and he really loves oats. So we'll just have to make sure that we give him the oats because he doesn't go too far. He's likely got, you know, some arthritis happening. But this is Hannibal. And then of course we've got ours. This here is Lambert. And we got Turbo over there, and we have Tinker somewhere around here. Well, I'm sure she's around. She might be in the back. And then we have these guys. So, Shanzy and Barry. Hi, Barry. How you doing? Barry. Bear. Hi. What are you doing? So they got their shots. They need shots once a month for meningitis, which is something that deer carry, or are carriers of. So they need to have a shot. They're the only ones on the yard that actually get a shot of some sort of. Patches. Patches with her 2 kids. Oh, something else, yes. So Happy... What were the 3 goats? We were babysitting 3 goats, Happy, Thor, and Billy, because, well, of course, we have our own Billy. And they went home last week, or on Friday. So they got picked up because their owners came back from holidays. How are you guys doing? So this is a little boy, and this is a little girl. And the other one went home a few weeks back. So these guys go to their new home. They're all spoken for. but we're keeping them around for our goat yoga, which only has about another 5 sessions left. So the end of the month, these guys go to their new homes. Okay, so what's on the plans for coming up? I had mentioned that we're going to expand our barn and outside shelter area for the winter months. And Tara and my brother, who came in from Peterborough, Ontario, went through and cleaned up all of this. Now here's of course the last of it sitting here. But they scraped this all down. There's some rot going on down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically make 2 more sections here of these poles coming out this way. And it's going to run across right to the end of the building. We'll take these buildings down. And we're going to go right to the end here and come out. Now, right now we've got metal on the top of this building here, which is the same as this stuff here. And what Tara wanted to bring some light into the whole area is when this gets extended out this way, it's going to be clear. It's kind of like a sunroom kind of material, but it's a wavy kind of pattern. I forget what it's called. It's probably called different things in different areas, but what that's going to allow is it's going to allow that light to come in and light up this whole area. Maybe not so much in the wintertime, but that's something that we're going to be doing over the next little bit. Another thing is out here in this area by the pond. Now I did put in a well. So there's a shallow well that is pulling out from underneath the pond, and I did wire through with a conduit down. When the guy was finishing up and cleaning up the area, I got him to lay this conduit down that rolls over, and it comes up just over there. So now this is a plug. I've just put a pail over it to keep it sheltered from any rain, and it's plugged into there. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to build something here. I may have mentioned this in a previous video, but what I'm going to do is since this is on the water, I'm going to build a lighthouse up, and it's going to come up 6 feet. It's going to come up 6 feet, and then at the top I'm going to build the lighthouse with plexiglass, and I'm going to wire in an LED light, like the equivalent 100 watt or 150 watt, and it's going to be on a timer, a dusk till dawn timer. We're probably going to paint it white with the red stripes, make it look really authentic lighthouse. And it's going to sit right over top of that there, and then there's going to be a section that comes out with maybe a lid that opens up like this, and it'll be kind of like the entrance way into the lighthouse. And then maybe at the top we'll get some kind of little doll, a little old man or something sitting there looking out over. And then the idea is to build some duck houses along the edge, maybe across the back, and it's going to look like a little seaside village kind of thing. So that's what we're kind of looking at for that. So that'll be fun coming up. So I'll be sure to post our construction progress on that. And I'm thinking about doing an entire video of the start to finish on that structure, just to give some ideas on how to build it and how we built it. Look at these dirty little faces. So here's Bouncer. He's doing great, and Wiggles. And of course they're tearing everything up. But that's okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to put in some more soil, because this is actually pretty low. It used to be a flower garden. You can see from the ledge right there, this was the flower garden portion that was cut out. So we've actually got to raise this up. Now, one thing that they love playing with was this ball here. It's a little happy face ball. So I'm going to see if I can get them to play with it. Look, guys, look at the ball. Look at the ball. Fernando wants to play with the ball. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we got one. We got one. Let's see if Wiggles joins in. Come on, Wiggles. There's some oats there. I can see that. Is that fun, buddy? Is that fun? Do you like your happy face ball? Let's see if we can get Wiggles in on it too. Here, let me see. Look, Wiggles. Look. Oh, what's this? Oh, there we go. Now we got it. Oh, maybe not. Wiggles is like, no, I want the oats. But there, we come out on the deck and we look out here and we see both of them pushing it around and just having a blast. So Wiggles is kind of now eating time. Where's our little boy Sheldon? Look at how they're taking this up. Our little rototillers. Sheldon. Oh, Sheldon's out there. Okay, well, let's go out. Let's see here. Here's a quick little update on these little guys, which are starting to grow. So these are the guinea keats, or chicks, and we only lost one, so that's good. So we've got I believe there's 9 there. I think there was originally 10. So Mama and her little ones. So they are doing great. We'll lock that back up again, and we'll go see Sheldon and Fernando. All right, out. We'll lock this up, and look, Bouncer's still going. And I've noticed that this here, they've been pushing this because it's just hooked on with a wire up here. And I thought, oh, but I noticed that Tara had taken this block and put it up against there. So they're getting to that age where, they're getting a little stronger. And they're, able to push that out. Sheldon? Hi, Sheldon. Sheldon, come here. Give me that. That's a feather. That's a feather. What are you doing, buddy? So Sheldon was a little bit, you can start to feel a little bit of bones. We were a little concerned there. So Tara's decided to give him a bottle of some goat's milk, just to kind of bring that up. We may also do some, now both of them are at it. We may also do some alfalfa, some rabbit pellets. It's just the cutest thing. We put this other ball in here, but they just don't, they're not as excited because I guess the bouncy ball is squishy, so they can actually push into it. And Fernando, how are you doing, buddy? You're just as pretty as ever, although your tail is starting to look a little ragged. So turkeys do grow back feathers. So he's going to lose these ones likely over the winter and grow them back for spring, just like Prince the Peacock does. So usually this time of year, getting into fall, he looks a little scrawny on the tail and a little beat up. But you're still pretty, aren't you, bud? Hey? Yeah. These guineas here are out here, and they tend to stay around this area. You can see there's a few guineas in here. They're very family orientated. They like to stay in groups, and if one gets separated from another, they'll call out. There's one over on this side of the fence here, walking back and forth. And you can hear this one kind of calling, but they're fairly loud, and you'll know when they're calling. Okay, we are now in the boys' pen up front. Now I have shown this. We've taken down that chicken wire electric fence, and this is it, all painted in the one brown bronze. Actually, goldstone is the name of the color. Now Tara has painted the green ones, the back side and the sides of the trim. So she's got that, which we're going to be putting on this week. And then, so the outside or the back side won't be painted until we've actually installed them. So that'll look good. How's Billy Boy doing? What are you doing? Who's in with you? Are the girls in with you? Nope. You're just hanging out in their place? Where's Carl? Here's Carl over here. Oh, now the sun's out. Are you just enjoying yourself? How's that wall? The wall is holding up. So I did repair that because there's a big hole in it. And these guys like to bash things. Hey, bud, you're just relaxing in here, chewing your cud. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I guess the girls and Marley are out. So the ponies, the two ponies and Marley must be out in the front section there. So that's it for this little update video. I wanted to show you Hannibal, and I wanted just to give you a quick little update on what was going on, what was happening with the pigs, and there it is. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got plans next weekend. Actually, next weekend we have a wedding here. So if you have been watching, you've seen that we had a wedding a couple months ago. Got a wedding next Saturday here. We've got another one the first week of September, which I think is our Labor Day weekend. So maybe I'll shoot some video there for that. I also want to, one question that I've been getting a lot is, where is that animal from? The guinea. So the guinea is from the coast of Africa, the Guinea coast of Africa, and where are the Muscovies from, and where are the alpacas from. So what I want to do is I want to do an origin story on all of the animals. So within the next few weeks, I know most of the origins, but there are a few that I have to do a little bit of research on and make sure that I know exactly where I came from, because I want to make sure I'm giving you the right information so that you can, because you've got questions. So anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this little update, and we'll see you next video. Take care. Bye-bye.